Swelling. Tell your doctor about your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. So give that just saw a puppy look. And whatever that look is, look like you with fewer lines. See results at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Developing at this hour, one step closer to a COVID vaccine. The state of Ohio gearing up for the first round of distribution. What you need to know and how soon you and your family can expect to get it. Champs of the MLS. The Columbus Crew making the city proud and making history as they walk away from Monfrey Stadium with the cup. Clay Hall with reaction from the champs tonight. We're also keeping an eye on the forecast. Showers in some areas tonight, temps dipping into the 30s to start the week. Caroline Cohen with a full look in the 7-day. And gearing up for another run at a Big Ten title. The Buckeyes focused on next week's big game. We're talking with head coach Ryan Day and quarterback Justin Fields about their preps for the big game. Those stories and breaking news as it happens right now.
ABC6 News at 6 on your side starts now.
Happening right now at 6, new COVID numbers from the state. More than 9,000 new positive cases in the last 24 hours. 15 people have died, and tonight 5 counties across the state remain at a level 4 alert. And developing tonight, some pretty big news for the state of Ohio. The COVID vaccine expected to be here within days. At this hour, plans are being put in place for those set to get it first. Jesse Starkey taking a closer look tonight.
A crucial week across the country as COVID-19 vaccines are being shipped. This comes as the pandemic reaches new levels of devastation.
December the 9th, in our country, we had 3,124 people die of COVID-19. And in the context, that's more people than died on 9/11.
Ohio getting a limited number of vaccines this week. The Ohio National Guard working on the intense and careful process of storage. Doctors will focus on vaccinating at-risk populations like nursing home residents and healthcare workers first. Dr. Joseph Gastaldo says the hope is by this summer the vaccine will be widely available for everyone in the country.
If you have had COVID, you should still get the vaccine because we do not know how long any type of immunity is that you have from the infection.
He says there have been allergic reactions from people who have a severe history of allergies. If you carry an EpiPen, talk to your doctor.
If you have a history of severe allergies, for example, peanut allergy, that's not necessarily a reason for you not to get the vaccine. People who have peanut allergies or those types of serious allergies usually carry their EpiPens on them. And when they receive the vaccination, they should be monitored appropriately.
In Columbus, Jesse Starkey, ABC6 News.
Over the next week, we'll be taking a closer look at this process, what you need to know and how soon you and your family can expect to get the vaccine. We've got reporters covering every angle of this story to keep you informed and safe. A historic week set for the state of Ohio. One step closer to a COVID vaccine. One step closer to hopefully getting life back to normal. We'll walk you step by step through the process. Monday, Vaccine 101. How many doses does the state get and how will the rollout take place? Tuesday, OSU's vaccine batch arriving. We'll take a look at those on the front lines of care who'll get it and the impact that it could have on care. We'll also get deeper insight from doctors about any possible risk associated with the vaccine. On Wednesday, we look into data collection and the possibility of the government tracking you if you get the vaccine. And Thursday, we're detailing when the average person around the state will be able to get the vaccine. It's a lot to sort through and a lot of information that impacts each and every one of us. We'll make sure you have all the knowledge that you need. And at this hour, the Pfizer vaccine is being shipped out across the country. Tonight, we're getting a deeper look at that process. Trish McCauley has that side of the story tonight.
Trucks filled with the COVID-19 vaccine left this Portage facility earlier this morning with the hopes of getting those doses to 150 distribution sites by Monday. It is the first of many shipments to come. U.S. officials say about 3 million doses will be shipped out nationwide over the next couple weeks.
Police escorted 3 semi-trucks down Romans Road Sunday morning. The trucks carry the first shipment of the COVID-19 vaccine to leave Pfizer's Portage plant.
Seeing these trucks go by, it just gave you a thrill to know that we are helping the world.
Nancy Galloway from Plainwells says she's been keeping a scrapbook documenting 2020 and couldn't miss this historic moment.
Friday night when we got the news over our phones, I actually got a tear in my eye because this is so exciting. And this is history being made, and right here in Kalamazoo County.
Galloway and her friend Susan Durr waited at the Portage plant since 5 in the morning to see history be made.
Finally, it's going to take some time because you can't fix it overnight, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Vaccine doses were taken to the Gerald R. Ford Airport in Grand Rapids, heading to FedEx's global hub in Memphis for nationwide distribution.
It's probably the most important air cargo shipment that's ever left the Ford Airport for sure. But definitely probably the most important one that's ever flown.
Airport Director of Commercial Development, Stephen Clark, says safety and security are top priorities with this precious cargo. He says today the pandemic has come full circle.
There's many industries that have been impacted by this pandemic. Air transportation is probably near the top of that. So for us to be a part of that process today, to be the beginning of the end of this pandemic, just so proud to be a part of it.
Clark says he expects the airport to get regular shipments of the vaccine from the Portage facility here over the next 12 to 18 months. In Portage, Michigan, I'm Trisha McCauley.
And of course, don't forget to sign up for the ABC6 daily newsletter. We'll have constant updates regarding the vaccine and developments right here in Ohio. Also, when you sign up, you'll have a chance to win $15,000. Just head over to our website and click the contest tab. On New Tonight at 6, the head of the Wexner Medical Center recovering tonight after being attacked in a robbery attempt in German Village. Thankfully, he is okay. Mary Smith following the very latest on this story for us tonight. And Mary, you just got a statement from the university about this attack.
Yeah, Rodney, that's right. I just got that statement from the school saying Dr. Harold Paz was treated and released from OSU Wexner, and he's already returned to work and feeling well, thankfully. That statement we received minutes ago says in part, Executive Vice President and Chancellor for Health Affairs Hal Paz was treated in the emergency department of OSU Wexner Medical Center on Tuesday evening after he was assaulted while exercising outdoors. He is doing well and is extremely grateful for the exceptional care he received from the emergency department team and thanks the entire Buckeye family for their support. Now, the police report says the victim, now identified as Dr. Harold Paz, was taking a walk after work. It happened last Tuesday night around 9 o'clock. What you're looking at is Lozelle Street near Jackson Street in German Village. That's when 2 people came up to him, shoved him to the ground, and began beating him. One of the suspects allegedly asked him for his stuff, but a nearby witness saw what was happening and screamed. Now, this scared the suspects off before they could rob him, according to that police report. Now, we have reached out to Columbus Police to get more information on this incident and whether or not they have identified any suspects in this. We are waiting to hear back from them, and we will keep you updated. Live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Mary Smith, ABC6 News.
All right, thank you, Mary. And continuing coverage tonight, Columbus, officially the city of champions. The crew making the city proud and making history last night, taking home the MLS Cup. And Clay Hall was there for all the excitement. And Clay, this team put on a show last night.
Incredible. The celebrating has not stopped for the Columbus Crew SC, the 2020 Major League Soccer champions. The party and trophy presentation last night, followed by a virtual function this morning at Mafre Stadium. A team that was halfway to Austin, Texas, wins a championship in the Buckeye State, where they have spent the last quarter century as their only home. They were saved, and one owner investor says it's now time for a title change.
You guys have created a legacy for the club that will be remembered for the next 100 years. So thank you for everything you've done. Remember, this is just the beginning. We're no longer the club that was saved. We're the club that wins championships, and this is just the first.
Nice ring to it. You'll hear from the keeper Aloy Room and the striker Jossie Zardes coming up later in sports.
All right, thank you, Clay. Still to come tonight, more than 30 people arrested in D.C., what police say led to all the problems in the nation's capital. And gearing up for another run at a Big Ten title. After the break, how the Buckeyes are getting ready.
And your temps are heating and cooling. Current conditions show dry conditions right now, but keeping an eye on a system moving on through southern Indiana and Kentucky. I'll tell you when that could arrive in our neck of the woods coming on up.
Hope on the horizon. ABC6 News is on your side as the coronavirus vaccine is released in Ohio.
660,000 doses of vaccine will be on their way to Ohio.
Answering your questions about a possible cure that returns life to normal.
It's a massive effort with a lot of details still being worked out.
And sorting through the confusion and concerns to make sure you're informed.
The FDA is confirming safety data.
We remain dedicated to keeping you and your family safe every day. ABC6 News is on your side. Duty First, December 21st at 7 p.m. on ABC6.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Ohio.
I am Robert Strickler. I've been involved in communications in the media for 45 years. I've been taking Prevagen on a regular basis for at least 8 years. For me, the greatest benefit over the years has been that Prevagen seems to help me recall things and also think more clearly. And I enthusiastically recommend Prevagen. It has helped me an awful lot.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life. This season, Kia's got great deals on our new lineup of vehicles built to help you take on winter. Stop by your local Kia dealer and discover cars and SUVs loaded with advanced tech and safety features, all with our legendary reliability. So this year, you won't just cope with winter. You'll command it. Right now, get 0% APR for 66 months plus 1,000 holiday bonus cash in the purchase of a 2021 Sportage or lease a 2021 Sportage LX for $159 a month.
In the football fever, OSU gearing up for a huge game next week, taking on Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game. Members of the team speaking with the media tonight, they say they're ready, focused, and they have their eyes on the major prize, another conference championship.
One thing's for sure, this season has been one to remember. Players, coaches, and fans have gone through a roller coaster of emotions.
All our focus is going towards playing in this game. And if we play well, we move on. And that's we know that in our heart. And that's just what matters.
After getting over the initial disappointment of missing out on the game against Michigan this year, the focus quickly changed.
You know, this team is very, very talented. This team has great potential. This team can play with anybody in the country, and that's the facts.
The Bucks thankful for the opportunity to play in the Big Ten championship, confident they'll be ready.
I think we control our destiny, so if we go out there on Saturday and handle business like we're supposed to, you know, we should be where we want to be.
The hope tonight, another conference championship is just days away, and a shot at a national title up next.
Still to come tonight, outbreaks of violence in the nation's capital. The group's police say are involved, and the charges many of those demonstrators are facing tonight.
Congratulations, Crew SC, on becoming MLS champions.
Caring for Central Ohio has always been our top priority. I'm Dr. Larry Glosser. During the COVID pandemic, Central Ohio Primary Care has innovated new ways to better care for you and your family. We have performed nearly 150,000 video visits for our patients in the safety of their homes. And we created a new after-hours care program to provide personalized, expanded care on weekends and evenings. As always, we're here for you to provide the best for primary care.
For this multitasking number cruncher, time is money. So I go to Floor & Decor, where I get rock-bottom prices on tile, wood, stone, and laminate. Plus, I score free in-store design services. Now that's time well spent.
Explore Floor & Decor in person or online.
This flu season, put your health and the health of your community first when you get a flu shot from the pharmacist at your neighborhood Giant Eagle. Stop in today and protect yourself from the aches, chills, and all the symptoms of the flu. Plus, you'll earn $5 in free groceries for every shot you get for yourself and your family. So for your best defense against the flu this season, count on the experienced pharmacist at your neighborhood Giant Eagle Pharmacy, your trusted pharmacy for care and advice for 40 years.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Nothing beats the fun of new technology during the holidays. And nothing has more fun technology than a new Hyundai. With magical features like available blind spot view monitor and wireless device charging. And with the savings of Hyundai Holidays, now you can get one for yourself. Hyundai Holidays. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Now lease the 2021 Kona for $189 a month or get $3,000 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
On to tonight, a weekend of unrest and protest in the nation's capital. 33 people have been arrested following several outbreaks of violence. Justin Hinton has the very latest tonight from D.C.
As Trump supporters returned to the district, falsely claiming he won the presidential race, they took to the streets.
Well, I just think the whole thing needs to be just stopped. Just stopped until everything is settled.
During the day, things remained relatively peaceful, though at one point, a group gathering outside of the Supreme Court got hostile with our news crew. Then, as night fell, President Trump supporters and opponents clashed. Fists flying. D.C. Fire and EMS reporting at least 9 people went to the hospital, including 2 police officers and 4 people who were stabbed, though they're expected to be okay. By the time it was all over, more than 30 people had been arrested, though it's not clear which groups they were a part of, as members of the Proud Boys, Antifa, and other activists were in the area. We've obtained this video showing members of one group burning a Black Lives Matter flag the church says was taken from its building. Late today, we heard from D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. She released a statement referencing last night's attacks, particularly an attack on D.C. faith-based organizations. She said, in part, this weekend we saw forces of hate seeking to use destruction and intimidation to tear us apart. We will not let that happen and continue to stand together strong and united to love. Reporting from Black Lives Matter Plaza, I'm Justin Hinton.
All right, turning back to the forecast, Caroline Cohen tracking things for us tonight. Caroline, what a difference a day makes. This time yesterday, it was pretty nice out there. Winter is officially back, though, huh?
Yeah, we were sitting pretty comfortably in those 50s. We are definitely not in the 50s now. Today, actually starting our trend of going a little bit cooler. Keep in mind, though, it's December. This is normal for that winter weather. Temperatures across the area right now in the 30s. A few outliers. We have Logan at 40, Athens at 42, and Waverly at 43. So our southeast corner staying a little bit warmer. 38 in Columbus, 36 in Mount Vernon, 35 in Coshocton, 39 in Cambridge. Seems to be some of our coolest spots in those low to mid 30s. Eventually overnight we will fall, sitting at about 33 degrees, just barely above that freezing point. Now, here's when it gets a little tricky. Most of us will stay cloudy and dry, but there is a chance of a light rain snow mix after midnight and before sunrise on Monday. So we're going to time that out. But otherwise, most of you'll be clear of any precipitation. Up until about 11, widespread cloud cover. You could start to see a little bit of rain popping up in the southern portion of the area. This system moving through, developing showers along the Ohio River, going to extend, you could see here into New Lex, Chillicothe, Logan, Athens, Caldwell, even Newman, Cambridge perhaps. And again, like I said, a few isolated flurries in that mix as well. But we're seeing this system clear on out before daybreak. So here's a look 5:30, about 2 hours before sunrise, starting to see a few flurries developing east of Columbus, just south of I-70 there. And then by daybreak, we're going back to cloudy but dry. So those of you heading out the door tonight, third shifters after midnight in the southeast, yeah, you could see a little bit of precipitation, but it is clearing quickly. By 8 a.m., widespread cloud cover. So it's going to be a chilly start to the day, but there is some good news in store. You're starting off with a large cup of coffee, 33 because it's cloudy as well, so going to make for a chilly morning. Similar to today, although we were in those 40s, that cloud cover doesn't do us any help on that front. Tomorrow's high will eventually work on into the upper 30s. This does seem a little bit cooler compared to the weekend and compared to last week when we were in the 50s and warmer, but this is average for this time of year. We start off with cloud cover and then eventually go to a little bit more sunshine. Some good news, overall a quiet day, average temperatures. Northwest winds are going to be sitting between about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So those winds between about 10 to 15, yeah, it'll be a little breezy at times, but not too bad out there. You may just want that winter coat on hand. 9:30, you could start to see the clearing in the northern portion of our viewing area between about Marion there. That sunshine going to sink on in. We have a few clouds through the late afternoon, early evening hours, and then it's mostly clear conditions heading on into your Monday overnight, into your Tuesday. So the pattern's going to hold pretty steady here. We're looking dry Monday, the majority of Monday, but we're keeping those cooler conditions. So by Tuesday and Wednesday, mid-30s, same with Thursday. Friday will start to warm up just a little bit, sneaking on in to the upper 30-degree zones. Most of these days also dry, so we have a few pick days to get outdoors as long as you're bundled up. Wednesday looks to be the only day that we usher in a better chance of some snow showers. Once we get 24 to 48 hours out, we'll have a better idea of any accumulations possible with this system. Thursday, Friday, we're dry. I told you we are slowly warming up. Saturday, we make a run for the low 40s with the chance of some rain and snow, light showers developing into your Sunday. That'll wrap us up in weather, but of course, a big day in sports. Let's toss things over to Clay Hall.
Caroline, thank you. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. The man with the biggest paycheck, Lucas Zelarayan, produced like a $7 million man last night. The largest transfer fee ever doled out by the Black and Gold certainly paid off in the MLS Cup final. The Argentine with 2 goals and an assist in the 3-0 blanking of the defending league champs from Seattle. And they did it all without Darlington Nagbe and Pedro Santos, who were not medically cleared to play. Amazing.
It was so good. Like every play he made was important for us, and we know he's a guy who can decide games, you know. So we always give him a lot of confidence, and yeah, you see when he's in this good comfort zone, he's gonna make the difference, you know, in these big games, and he stood up.
Lucas, he got the MVP award for a reason. You know, he was clinical on the field. Every time he got the ball, you know, he held it for us. He found, you know, key passes that led to opportunity chances. And the goals he scored, if you watch the goals he scored, how calm he was when he was taking his shots.
And he nailed them. Great moment in the post-game interview room as head coach Caleb Porter is ambushed by his defender, Josh Williams. Porter gets the champagne shower and then is instructed by his player to wrap up the interview. And let's start celebrating. The Buckeyes are over Michigan. They've gotten very good at handling bad news. After their own scrimmage on Saturday, they watched Western Division champ Northwestern take care of Illinois, who fired head coach Lovie Smith this morning. The Cats meet the Buckeyes in the Big Ten title game Saturday in Indy. Clemson and Florida taking shots at the Buckeyes' lack of games.
Listen, everybody has, you know, their team's back, and they want to fight for their team, and that's great. I'm not going to get caught up in the emotion of it all. All our focus is going towards playing in this game, and if we play well, we move on, and that's we know that in our heart, and that's just what matters. You know, this team is very, very talented. This team has great potential. This team can play with anybody in the country.
The disappointment of no Michigan game is behind this team. Day says this squad is hardened now to bad news and moving on quickly.
Early on, when we would get bad news, I mean, you'd see long faces, and it would take a couple of days to peel them up off the pavement. And so now that we're here, it's like, okay, we're playing for rings now. And so I've seen an excitement in their eye and a great look in their eye.
It's going to be a great week. The Cowboys at Paul Brown Stadium, and Andy Dalton getting the love on his return. The Dallas defense, which has been so bad this year, actually got a scoop and score. Aldon Smith, 78 yards for the touchdown and a 10-0 lead. A.J. Green had the Bengals' only touchdown today, and Cincinnati gets run by the 4-9 Cowboys. 30-7 is the final. Buckeye basketball, they've lost their big gun, E.J. Liddell, to mono for at least the next week. At home this afternoon, hosting Cleveland State, Dwayne Washington opened the game back-to-back trays. It was 6-0 Buckeyes. Musa Jallow playing big minutes now. The runner here is good, and the Buckeyes hold off the Vikes of Cleveland State. 67-61 is the final. Auburn has fired Gus Malzahn today. He walks away with $21 million. Up Play Hall, ABC6 Sports.
Transform your home for the holidays with an authentic Nature Stone garage floor. No more tripping on cracked, uneven concrete. Stop slipping on puddles and standing water. It's the safer, more beautiful garage floor that's easy to clean and never needs replaced. That's why it's backed by Russell's Promise. For a limited time, get more Nature Stone than ever before with up to half your garage floor free. Schedule your free cost estimate easily online today at naturestone.com to qualify for your free flooring. It's not just a floor.
Wow, it's Nature Stone.
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Ohio.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 100 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
In challenging times, where can we find strength? In love, trust, courage, and humility. In community. This is how we stay stitched together, Central Ohio. One kind act at a time. The Columbus Foundation. Building unity in our community since our creation in the middle of World War II. For you, forever.
Caroline, quickly, how are we looking tonight?
Mostly cloudy, chance of rain south and east of Columbus.
All right, thanks a lot. See you at 11.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. And we have peace of mind with seamless walls that provide a watertight fit, plus their lifetime guarantee. Thanks to Bath Fitter, life is so much easier with a shower we love.
Call now and receive 0% interest for 24 months on your tub or shower upgrade. Find out why Bath Fitter is the perfect fit.
Let's get to it, America. Because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Now get $3,000 total cash plus an additional $2,000 of train assist cash or 0 for 60 plus $2,000 train assist cash on 2020 Ford Escape.
I'm Susan, I'm 52, and I live in San Francisco, California. I have been a sales and sales management professional my whole career. Typical day during the work week is I'm working, but first always going for a run or going to the gym. Love reading. I love cooking healthy. It's super important to me. I was noticing that I was just having some memory loss, but it was really bothering me. So I tried Prevagen, and it started to work for me. I wish I had taken Prevagen 5 or 10 years ago.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Transform your home for the holidays with an authentic Nature Stone garage floor. No more tripping on cracked, uneven concrete. Stop slipping on puddles and standing water. It's the safer, more beautiful garage floor that's easy to clean and never needs replaced. That's why it's backed by Russell's Promise. For a limited time, get more Nature Stone than ever before with up to half your garage floor free. Schedule your free cost estimate easily online today at naturestone.com to qualify for your free flooring. It's not just a floor.
Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Tonight, on the eve of the historic first COVID vaccinations in the U.S., America closing in on a grim new milestone in the pandemic. An unprecedented effort underway. Workers applauding as the first UPS and FedEx trucks loaded with the vaccine roll out from the Pfizer facility outside of Kalamazoo, Michigan. The first plane landing with its potentially life-saving cargo. Tonight, where the first doses are going and who will be first in line. The nation's hospitals at the ready. Hospitals in all 50 states expecting to get their first shots beginning in just hours. Houston's largest health system doing test runs, and in New York, the new images of vaccination centers set up for frontline workers. And that vaccine could not come soon enough. Nearly 300,000 lives lost in the U.S. Hospitalizations hitting a record high. The country suffering its deadliest week since the pandemic began. Nearly 100 Americans dying every hour. Out of moves, the Electoral College set to cement President-elect Joe Biden's victory tomorrow. President Trump still refusing to accept the results, lashing out at the Supreme Court. Violence erupting as thousands of Trump supporters take to the streets in D.C. Also breaking tonight, the deadly police shooting outside of a New York City cathedral. The gunman on the steps firing near Christmas carolers. The double weather threat, 2 systems expected to bring snow and rain. The Northeast now bracing for a major storm later this week. The shocking moments during a college basketball game. The star player collapsing on the court and rushed to the hospital. An update tonight on his condition. And the takedown at takeoff. A man climbing onto the wing of a passenger plane. How did he get up there and how authorities got him down?
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Llamas. We begin tonight with the long-awaited historic moment unfolding at this hour. We are all witnessing a potential turning point in the coronavirus pandemic right here in the U.S. America on the eve of its first vaccinations against COVID-19. The first vials of the Pfizer vaccine being put into place. Workers at the Pfizer plant near Kalamazoo, Michigan, taking them out of the sub-zero freezers, placing them in boxes packed with dry ice. UPS and FedEx hauling the first truckloads of the vaccine out from that plant. The first planes carrying the potential life-saving cargo landing in Louisville and Memphis. Hospitals now equipped with freezers to store the vaccine at minus 94 degrees. New York City set to begin vaccinating thousands of frontline workers beginning tomorrow. So much riding on this unprecedented vaccination effort as the U.S. nears a grim milestone. Nearly 300,000 American lives lost since the first death reported 10 months ago. Close to 3 million doses will be distributed in this first wave of vaccinations. Healthcare workers, seniors, and first responders among the first receiving the shot. It could take until late spring, early summer until the vaccine is available to everyone. ABC's Alex Perez is in Michigan to lead us off.
Tonight, D-Day, the largest immunization mission the world has ever seen, now underway. The first doses of the life-saving Pfizer vaccine on the move. And it all begins here, just outside Kalamazoo, Michigan.
It's 8:30 in the morning, and this is the moment the nation has been waiting for. Take a look behind me here. You can see the first trucks filled with the vaccine leaving the Pfizer facility, escorted by U.S. Marshals heading to airports across the country.
Inside, workers carefully packing coolers loaded with dry ice onto refrigerated carts. After 9 dark months, hope in these tiny vials, each holding 5 doses of the vaccine. Pfizer shipping 500,000 doses today. This week, shipping 2.9 million doses to all 50 states and U.S. territories. And those shipments couldn't come soon enough. Last week saw more than 3,000 reported deaths in a single day, the worst of the pandemic yet.
I think this vaccine today gives us the promise and the light at the end of that tunnel.
Pfizer President of Global Supply Mike McDermott calling this a defining moment in the nation's history.
When Pfizer took on this challenge of creating a vaccine, did you have any doubts that we would get to this day?
The speed is unprecedented, but I can assure you that the science that's gone into it, the large-scale clinical trial, the American public can be really assured of a high-quality and effective vaccine.
This is a massive undertaking. Every step of the distribution process crucial. The Pfizer vaccine needs to be stored at extremely cold temperatures, negative 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Workers donning 2 layers of protective gloves to handle the trays of vaccine, each holding 195 precious vials. Wheeling the trays from freezer farms on those blue carts, cooled with dry ice. The packing stage, a carefully choreographed assembly line. The trays loaded into boxes, each can transport 975 vials. The smoke you see from the dry ice. More added at every step. The boxes stacked on these pallets, moved by forklift onto trucks, waiting to take them to the airport.
Nice job, kid.
These first doses destined for healthcare workers on the front lines, nursing home residents, and staff.
We are not done until every American has access to the vaccine. To every American that wants it, receives it.
All right, Alex Perez joins us now from outside the Pfizer plant near Kalamazoo. Alex, we know hospitals will be giving the vaccine to their staff first. How will the vaccine get to the nursing home residents who are also first in line to receive doses?
Well, Tom, each state has their own rollout plan, but we know many nursing homes have partnered with pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens to help them distribute the vaccine. They'll be setting up inoculation centers inside their nursing homes to get those high-risk residents what they need. Tom?
Alex Perez witnessing that historic rollout for us. Alex, thank you. The first shipments of the Pfizer vaccine are expected to arrive at 145 sites by tomorrow. Every movement of every vial being tracked with GPS. The temperature of every box must be maintained. Drivers and pilots well aware of the historic cargo in their care. ABC's Victor Oquendo is in Louisville.
Tonight, the nationwide vaccine relay is underway.
There it is. That UPS plane is taking off for Michigan. Right now, it is empty, but when it returns, it will be carrying the first shipment of the COVID-19 vaccine.
The FAA giving these flights priority for takeoff and landing.
CBS 3477 is going to maintain 3,000.
Just 3 hours later, back from Michigan, 1 loop completed. The pilot for today's first flight, UPS Vice President Captain Houston Mills.
We know that this pandemic has just been fatiguing for everyone, and it's had such a traumatic impact on so many families. So knowing that this vaccine really is going to make a difference, knowing that it's this moment of hope and change that everybody's been longing for.
UPS rival turned teammate through Operation Warp Speed, FedEx, on the move too. Their plane touching down at the world's hub in Memphis. Every shipment is equipped with high-tech tracking devices, some capable of reading temperature. Tonight, both FedEx and UPS are sorting through each arriving shipment, though deliveries to final destinations won't happen until tomorrow.
Monday would be a better first day for the launch because it's a regular business day, so you could ensure that all the administration sites were fully staffed and all of them were open.
Things will only ramp up from here. On Monday, 145 locations across the country are set to receive shipments of the vaccine. On Tuesday, that number is more than 400. Today's just the beginning. Tom?
Victor Oquendo right there on the supply line tonight. Victor, thank you. The first of millions of vaccinations just hours away. CDC Director Robert Redfield today signing off on recommending the Pfizer vaccine for people 16 and older. Hospitals performing trial runs. New York frontline workers lining up tomorrow to receive their shots. A nurse in Houston will be among the first in line there. ABC's Kaylee Hartung is in Houston tonight.
Tonight, hospitals in all 50 states preparing for the most precious cargo to arrive in just hours.
We're about to make history. Every healthcare worker has been waiting for this moment.
Memorial Hermann, the largest health system in Houston, doing dry runs with ultra-cold freezers. In New York, Northwell Health setting up 9 centers to begin vaccinating its 56,000 frontline workers as early as tomorrow. And in Chicago, Rush University Hospital transforming its lobby into mass vaccination bays.
I don't think we've ever done this at this pace ever before.
For hospitals, it's a monumental task, and every second counts. Once out of its shipping container, within 90 seconds, the vaccine needs to be moved into those special freezers or put into a standard refrigerator to thaw, where it can stay for up to 5 days. Out of the refrigerator, a vial is quickly diluted into 5 doses that must be injected within 2 hours, or it spoils.
How precious are those moments once that shipment arrives?
Every dose is liquid gold because we're handling it at such scrutiny.
Back in Texas, ICU nursing director Teal Riley will be among the first to receive the vaccine. We first met Riley in June in this emotional interview with Tom.
When they don't survive, you know, knowing that we did everything we possibly could to restore their, okay, you're gonna make me cry now. No, I have a hard time talking. This is the hardest part about the whole thing. I'm sorry.
Now, she's ready to roll up her sleeve.
Knowing that we can get this vaccine is kind of like an outlet for us. I think overall it gives us hope again.
So great to hear Nurse Riley, one of our many brave frontline heroes. Kaylee Hartung joins us now from Houston. And Kaylee, we know healthcare workers like Riley and nursing home residents will get the shots first, but what about the rest of Americans?
Well, Tom, officials haven't yet recommended who's next in line. It's up to the states to decide that. But officials say most Americans can expect to be able to get the vaccine by late spring, early summer. Tom.
All right, Kaylee, thank you for that. Amid the hope, the inescapable heartache, the first vaccinations coming with the U.S. poised to top 300,000 COVID deaths nationwide. Deaths and new cases hitting record numbers, hospital ICUs running out of room, and now New York City just hours away from new restrictions. Here's ABC's Trevor Ault.
Tonight, America in the grips of the pandemic, now suffering the Thanksgiving surge, adding more than 1 million new infections in just 4 days. Officials pleading with people to stay apart as the nation nears 300,000 lives lost.
The next number of weeks are going to be hell, I fear. So we're begging with people to please, please, please don't let your guard down, even when you're in private.
California cancer survivor Xana Cooper tested positive after having Thanksgiving with her son's girlfriend's family, not knowing a person there had just traveled to Florida and felt sick.
It just takes one person, though, that is irresponsible and takes off on a trip and brings it back to everybody.
Xana's now part of a devastating wave in California, the state shattering records with more than 30,000 cases each of the past 3 days.
We're on a very dangerous track to seeing unprecedented and catastrophic suffering and death.
Right now, more than 108,000 Americans hospitalized nationwide, more than ever before.
I'm tired, exhausted, emotionally drained. You know, this stuff really takes a lot out of me.
Coming out of the deadliest week of the pandemic so far, the U.S. losing nearly 100 Americans to the virus every hour. In Chicago, the Lopez family mourning the loss of their father and now their mother weeks apart.
My 8-year-old Austin, he keeps asking if he can ask Santa to bring my dad back to him. And now I have to tell him about my mom.
Also sad. Trevor joins us now from New York City, where a new ban on indoor dining starts tomorrow. And Trevor, there are growing calls to give struggling restaurant owners some financial help.
Oh, that's right, Tom, especially as the governor's own data says restaurants and bars account for less than 2% of the viral spread. Meanwhile, household and social gatherings like holiday parties that officials are so worried about account for 73%. Tom.
Trevor Ault for us tonight. Trevor, thank you. And a quick programming note, a special edition of 2020, The Shot, the race for the vaccine, airs tomorrow at 10 p.m. right here on ABC. We move on now to another history-making moment, the Electoral College tomorrow, officially cementing Joe Biden's victory after losing dozens of legal challenges. President Trump now lashing out at the Supreme Court as Trump supporters take to the streets. Here's ABC's White House correspondent, Rachel Scott.
Tonight, President Trump blasting the Supreme Court for throwing out his latest bid to overturn the election.
I am so disappointed in them. No judge, including the Supreme Court of the United States, has had the courage to allow it to be heard.
Thousands of his supporters flooding the Capitol, cheering as Marine One flew overhead. At night, the demonstrations turning violent. At least 4 people stabbed, more than 30 arrested. The president defiant, tweeting, "We have just begun to fight." But in reality, he's lost nearly 50 cases in federal and state courts. This Wisconsin state justice outraged.
And what you want is you want us to overturn this election so that your king can stay in power.
Many top GOP leaders are still in lockstep with the president, and 126 House Republicans supported that failed lawsuit in the Supreme Court to throw out millions of votes. But retiring Republican Senator Lamar Alexander telling the president ahead of tomorrow's Electoral College vote, it's time to accept defeat.
It looks very much like the electors will vote for Joe Biden, and when they do, I hope that he puts the country first.
Okay, Rachel Scott joins us now. Rachel, I want to turn to some other news. There are new reports tonight that senior government officials will be among the first to receive the coronavirus vaccine, including White House staffers.
That's right, Tom, but the timing on all of this is really unclear tonight. We do not know how many officials will be vaccinated or when, but the White House is confirming that senior officials across all 3 branches of government will be receiving those vaccines. As we know, advisors to the CDC have long recommended that healthcare workers and the elderly should be first in line, and that everybody else that does not fall into that category should have to wait. Tom?
Rachel Scott with those new reports out tonight. Rachel, thank you. Sticking in Washington, there's also news of a cyber attack targeting the U.S. Treasury and Commerce Departments. A source at the Commerce Department telling ABC News their systems were breached possibly by foreign hackers. No word on what was accessed. Homeland Security and the FBI now investigating. Next tonight, winter storms expected to deliver a 1-2 punch this week. Snow now moving from Colorado to the East Coast, up to a half a foot of snow covering roads in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A major storm right behind this one. Let's get right to ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano. Rob, it's going to be a busy week.
Yeah, 2 impactful storms, Tom. So let's get right to the first one. It's now centered just over Louisiana, bringing heavy rain to that area, and Arkansas, that sliver of snow getting out of Oklahoma, and will be going across the Ohio River Valley. These are both moving pretty quickly, and by tomorrow afternoon, we should be into the northeast, the mid-Atlantic, mostly rain, 1 to 2 inches of wet snow inland. That's not the big player. The big player comes in Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night and Thursday, where we could see heavy snow inland of I-95. The mid-Atlantic could see as well a winter mix here and a messy one along the coast. Tom?
Rob, thank you for that. There is much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The deadly cathedral shootout, a suspect opening fire as Christmas carolers gathered outside, police firing back, the new details just coming in. And the college basketball star collapsing on the court during a game. An update on his condition next.
Coach Smith gave me an opportunity at 17, my senior year in high school, to buy the original Mike's Sub Shop, now called Jersey Mike's Subs. What does it take to get involved? It takes commitment, energy, and sharing your life with your team and your customers. It was my first job and turned out to be my life's work. So join our team today and grow from within. And who knows, maybe you will become an owner like I did.
Before we talk about tax-smart investing, what's new?
Well, Audrey's expecting.
Twins.
Grandparents.
We want to put money aside for
Change in plans?
At Fidelity, a change in plans is always part of the plan. Here's to the doers. To all the people who realize they can do more with less asthma. Thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. And don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
Back now with news of that star college basketball player collapsing on the court. We want to warn you, the video may be difficult to watch. Here's ABC's Elwin Lopez.
Tonight, the college basketball community reeling after this disturbing moment. Florida Gators star Keontae Johnson collapsing during the game. It happened moments after the SEC preseason player of the year scored on this alley-oop.
That was beautiful.
His team coming out of a timeout Saturday against rival Florida State when the 21-year-old fell unconscious. Teammates visibly upset.
We've had a heartbreaking situation here. You see this Florida team in tears.
They gathered to say a prayer on the court. The reason for his collapse is unknown. But over the summer, the Florida standout, like most on his team, tested positive for COVID-19. The SEC mandates strict protocols, including rigorous heart testing before players are cleared to return following positive COVID-19 tests. Well wishes pouring in on social media. His head coach, Mike White, who stayed by Johnson's side overnight, tweeting, quote, "Please keep praying. We all love him." Before Johnson's collapse, he managed to score 5 points in 4 minutes. But, Tom, scary moments for everyone there. We are wishing him well tonight. Tom?
Yeah, full recovery. All right, Elwin, thank you. When we come back, danger on the runway. A man climbing onto the wing of a passenger plane just moments before takeoff.
What's that? Ireland, 1953?
How did you know? Mom was taken at the farm. It was in this small little village.
In Connemara.
Right, Connemara it is. Honestly, we went there. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I've been pretty stable with my schizophrenia for a while. And then my kids asked me why my body was rocking back and forth. My doctor said I have tardive dyskinesia, which may be related to the important medications I take for my schizophrenia. I also felt my tongue darting and pushing against my cheeks. TD can affect different parts of the body, and it may also affect people who take medications for depression and bipolar disorder. I was glad to learn that today, TD is manageable. Learn more at talkabouttd.com.
Labradoodles, cronuts, squirts.
It's a skirt and shorts.
The world loves a hybrid. So do businesses. So today, they're going hybrid with IBM. A hybrid cloud approach lets them use Watson AI to modernize without rebuilding and bring all their partners and customers together in one place. That's why businesses from retail to banking are going with a smarter hybrid cloud, using the tools, platform, and expertise of IBM.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can take away so much. But today, there's a combination of 2 immunotherapies you can take first. One that could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread and that tests positive for PD-L1 and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It's the first and only approved chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works together in different ways to harness the power of the immune system. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more days, more nights, more beautiful weekends, more ugly sweaters, more big hugs, more small outings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen during or after treatment is ended and can become serious and lead to death. Some of these problems may happen more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. See your doctor right away if you have a new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, extreme tiredness, weight changes, constipation, excessive thirst, changes in urine or eyesight, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, fever, or tingling in hands and feet. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or liver problems. Here's to a chance for more together time, a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all involved in our clinical trials.
We start the index with some breaking news tonight. A shootout outside of New York City's Cathedral of St. John the Divine. New images showing the suspect armed with 2 guns on the cathedral steps. Police say he fired shots into the air during a Christmas concert. Officers then shooting and killing the suspect. No other injuries reported. And the dramatic arrest at a Las Vegas airport. Take a look at this. Video from inside an Alaska Airlines flight shows a man walking on the wing of a plane. The man, identified as 41-year-old Alejandro Carlson, allegedly jumped a fence and climbed onto the aircraft. He eventually fell onto the tarmac and was later arrested. When we come back, how one class managed to thank their professor after a semester like no other, and how students around the globe are following suit.
If you have risk factors like heart disease, diabetes, and raised triglycerides, Visipa can give you something to celebrate. Visipa, when added to your statin, is clinically proven to provide 25% lower risk from heart attack and stroke. Visipa is clearly different. First and only FDA approved. Celebrate less risk, even for those with family history. Don't take Visipa if you are or become allergic to icosapent ethyl or any inactive ingredient in Visipa. Serious side effects may occur, like heart rhythm problems and bleeding. Heart rhythm problems may occur in more people with persistent cardiovascular risk or who have had them in the past. Tell your doctor if you experience an irregular heartbeat or other heart rhythm problems. Possible side effects include muscle and joint pain. Celebrate less risk. Added cardio protection. Talk to your doctor about adding protection with Visipa.
We're at the movies and we need to silence our phone. Who knows where that button is?
I don't have silent.
Everyone does, right up here. It happens to all of us. We buy a new home and we turn into our parents. What I do is help new homeowners overcome this.
Was that an adjustable spanner? Good choice, Steve.
Okay, don't forget, you're not assisting him. You hired him. You have nowhere to sit. You have too many. Who else reads books about submarines? My dad. Yeah.
Oh, those are...
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Look at that.
After a night like this, Crest has you covered. Crest, the official toothpaste of Santa. Follow us at Crest to celebrate the 12 days of Crest Smiles.
Metastatic breast cancer is relentless. But I'm relentless too, because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopausal status. And it's the only one of its kind you can take every day.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is approved for women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer whose disease has progressed after hormonal treatment. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At first sign of diarrhea, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening inflammation of the lungs can occur. Talk to your doctor if you have new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include tiredness, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are pregnant or nursing.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Monday night on ABC, with multiple coronavirus vaccines within reach, inside the race against time.
This isn't a normal timeline for a vaccine, but these aren't normal times.
And how safe is it? Monday at 10/9 Central on ABC.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune premieres January 7th on ABC.
Finally tonight, the students with a virtual surprise sparking a trend.
I don't know if it's an internet thing. Does anyone have the video on?
When College of New Jersey statistics professor Adam Schrager logged on for the last time this semester, he was met with blank screens from all 29 of his students.
I log in right at 6 o'clock, and every camera was off.
At first, he thought he was having internet issues, but then...
There we go. Hi, guys. Oh, wow.
His screen lights up. Not with faces, but with signs that say, thank you.
Oh, that's like the nicest thing ever.
Within 24 hours, that video posted on TikTok and now getting almost 2 million likes. Part of a movement by students to surprise their professors with a thank you. In California...
Is it my fault that you have your cameras off?
This professor at Chapman University...
Oh, you guys. No, you're going to make me cry. No.
moved to tears by the gesture. And at Abilene Christian University in Texas.
My goodness, you guys are so sweet.
It's a moment resonating with teachers across the globe.
Is that a thing, or was that just for me? I need to know.
Just for you.
That's for you. All right, you guys you totally made my night. No final, everybody gets 100, we're done.
An act of kindness this teacher of 20 years will never forget.
Thanks, guys.
And a big thanks to all the educators. Good night.
I chose Fairfield Medical Center because I felt that I could trust them, and I felt that it was somewhere close to home that would treat me like family. I think that that's what really sets them apart. I had heard good things about the orthopedics at Fairfield Medical Center. They all definitely did help me accomplish my goals by keeping me motivated. I truly appreciate Fairfield Medical Center for everything they've done for me. I really think that without their help, I couldn't have gotten as far as I did. Experience Fairfield Medical Center.
Support your favorite local businesses easily and safely this holiday season with the Columbus Gift Guide at ExperienceColumbus.com. Local tastemakers have curated their top picks of gifts for everyone, from foodies to kids to dogs. These thoughtful gifts from small businesses will make your holiday shopping super easy. And all the gifts are available for delivery or with curbside pickup, so you can shop safely and support small business at the same time. Check it out at ExperienceColumbus.com/gift guide.
Trade up year-end sales event now at Riker.com. We're dealing.
Grab your Santa hats.
Merry Christmas!
Because tonight we come together and unite in holiday song and spirit and share in the joy of Disney.
I just love it.
With some of your favorite stars.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So gather the family around the tree, put a log on the fire, and get ready to sing your festive little hearts out to some of the most beloved holiday classics of all time. 'Tis the season for the Disney Holiday Sing-Along.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again. Candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Come here, guys. Sure, it's Christmas once more. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Happy holidays and welcome to the Disney Holiday Sing-Along. Ryan Seacrest here. Thank you to Michael Bublé and the family for kicking things off and getting us in the festive spirit. This is my absolute favorite time of year, and I'm so happy to be back with you for this very special sing-along. The holidays are all about generosity and sharing joy. And I promise there's gonna be a lot of both here tonight. So gather the family around. Moms, dads, dogs, cats, come one, come all, and let's belt out our favorite holiday songs together with some extra Disney magic sprinkled in for fun. Tonight, we've asked some very talented stars and their families to make a gift, especially for you. They've each created an inspired homemade sing-along performance, and as you'll see, home can mean many things. The roof over your head, the people you're with, a city that you love. And because it's been a while, you may need a little help getting those vocal cords ready. We have Hollywood's hottest couple here with a little vocal warm-up. The tabloids and paparazzi cannot get enough of these two. Of course, I'm talking about Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Actually, let me do that again. It's Miss Piggy and Kermit. She gets star billing per her contract.
Thanks, Ryan. Oh, okay, everybody, let's all get ready for a night of magical holiday singing with some vocal warm-ups. Oh, hold on a second. I thought Miss Piggy was going to help me out here. Piggy?
Yes?
It's time to warm up.
Oh, then I'll turn up the thermostat.
Oh, no. We're all about to warm up for the Disney Holiday Sing-Along.
Wait, that's happening?
That's happening.
Now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, and we're supposed to lead everyone at home in a vocal warm-up.
Right. Piggy, where are you going?
It's cold in here. I was going to turn up the thermostat.
No, we have to do this now.
Can I at least get a blanket?
No blanket.
Sheesh, somebody could stand to get in the holiday spirit. Friends, allow us to now lead you in a vocal warm-up. What are we supposed to do now?
What do you mean? You just do a little warm-up?
I'm a diva. I don't warm up.
I know,
just
but
sing.
you can just...
I sing. That's what I do. My voice is always perfect. I don't know how to do this.
Okay, everybody. Why don't we all just do a scale together?
Scale? Stars don't work for scale.
A musical scale.
I knew that.
Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Nailed it. Let me know if Seacrest needs me later for a solo. Oh, it's freezing in here.
That's the third camera this week. Back to you, Ryan.
I love that she always leaves on a high note. Now it's time for one of life's great questions. Do you want to build a snowman? The answer, of course, is yes, because no holiday celebration is complete without a classic from Frozen. Here to perform it, a pair of talented sisters just like the movie's heroines, Elsa and Anna, Chloe and Hallie. Now, they've transformed their backyard into a winter wonderland just for you. So put your mittens and your scarves on because the temperature is about to drop a few hundred degrees for one frosty, fun sing-along.
Elsa? Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you've gone away. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman.
We'll wait on it.
Okay, bye. Build a snowman or ride a bike around the halls. I think some company is overdue. I've started talking to the pictures on the walls. Hang in there, Joan. It gets a little lonely, all these empty rooms, just watching the hours tick by. Elsa? Please, I know you're in there. People are asking where you've been. They say have courage, and I'm trying to. I'm right out here for you. Just let me in. We only have each other. It's just you and me. What are we gonna do? Do you wanna build a snowman?
That was stunning. Thank you to Chloe and Hallie. I'm starting to feel all kinds of festive already. That was amazing. Hope you are feeling festive too, because tonight we're celebrating all the holidays. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, however you celebrate and wherever you are in the world, this sing-along is for you. And our next gift is coming to us all the way from South Korea. Now, kids, that's not quite as far as the North Pole, but close. It's from K-pop supergroup BTS, and they're joining forces with Kris Kringle himself. So grab the milk and cookies for next to the fireplace and sing along like you've never sung along before, because Santa Claus is coming to town.
Let's go this way. Hey!
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey!
He's making a list. He's checking it twice.
He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus coming to town. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, ho, ho. Hey, kids, what do you wish for this Christmas? This year, it's BTS.
BTS.
Let's go.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Hey!
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Here we go.
Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to
One more. Yes. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Remember you?
Ah, that was amazing. Thank you, BTS. Happy holidays. Way to get us moving. Now, Christmas is all about family, and two members of our Disney sing-along family are Derek and Julianne Hough. Tonight, they've each prepared performances, and I've been told there's been some friendly, festive rivalry between the siblings, so I can't wait to see what they've cooked up. First, we have Derek and his girlfriend and fellow Dancing with the Stars cast member, Haley Erbert, with a gift to you from their home. And their home away from home, a place you might recognize. Always delivering. D. Huff right there. Julianne, you've got your work cut out for you because Derek just set the bar very high. So much joy captured in Derek and Haley's performance, and we really want to make sure that everyone experiences joy this holiday. It's been an especially difficult year for so many. So tonight, we'd love to share with you the amazing work Feeding America is doing. Because now more than ever,